we looked at all the jurisdictions across Africa where we knew that there was prospectivity for tin. Namibia is easy stop, best jurisdiction in Africa to invest in. I'm a miner, I'm not a politician, but I can tell you that Namibia is a very happy place for our money. It's a mining jurisdiction. They're upgrading their logistics. Can't say enough good things about being invested in Namibia. Namibia's geology is absolutely fascinating in the Eronga region in particular. So what you've got these pegmatite belts that are not uncommon, but these pegmatite belts are quite unique in Namibia in that they run for hundreds of kilometers east to west, and they swarm all the way up and down the coast. Now, usually a pegmatite belt will pinch out after a couple hundred meters to a kilometer. These are just incredibly long and incredibly thick, hundreds of meters thick. When we picked up the licenses, we picked up the old mining license areas because there was a lot of geological data, a lot of precedence for mining. And the biggest of those mining areas was the old Weiss tin mine that was a one-time Escort asset. And there was a huge amount of data that allowed us to go in there and get stuck in. What the old-timers would do is they would follow these pegmatite belts. So if you look at that satellite image, they would follow the pegmatite belts, they'd find where they outcropped, and they would open a pit. So they mined over 12 historic pits. So we had that historic reserve. So we did a confirmatory drilling program concurrent with developing the plant. And on the V1, V2 pit, which was the biggest of the historic pits, we did some down-dip extensions, and we found that the ore body was in fact 70% bigger than that was historically declared. We also tested for a variety of different elements that are typical within a pegmatite, and what we found was that associated with what is now one of the biggest tin deposits by inventory size in the world is also one of the biggest lithium deposits by inventory size in the world. So and that was just on the V1, V2, so we've still got another 900 holes that we're going to confirm. But where this thing just becomes so fantastically huge for us is that if you look at that satellite image, all of those orange marks on the satellite image, further outcropping pegmatites. We've got another 180 outcropping pegmatites within our license area. The extent of our mineralization is huge. We took a bit of a punt, went into production. We managed to actually get the plant producing on an absolute kind of shoestring, and that's testament to a lot of the engineers that are found in mostly in Centurion. There's a whole host of human resources there. We've subsequently taken on an expansion project, so our second project showing the capabilities and execution capability of my team. And what we're going to do now is increase that capacity and become a polymetallic producer. But by far and amongst everything that we're doing, the lithium is really taking center stage. As you can imagine, this is probably one of the biggest bull runs I've ever seen in a mineral in my life before, and we just were lucky to be in it. So we've got, as I said, one of the biggest lithium deposits in terms of inventory size in the world. The process in terms of combining it with our circuit is relatively straightforward because it's on a modular basis. And what we proudly announced 2 weeks ago is that we produced our first saleable concentrate that we are now going to start selling into both markets, both the industrial and into the chemical market.